Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everybody, we are from FRI-033. I'm Saffania, Zahra, and Halinda, and my friend is Genta, Yusuf, Madhani, and we would like to present to you about our product, Lupakan. From the first overview, Gazara Corporation is a company located in Bandung, West Java, and sells Lupakan or buttonhole plug products. The company has a small garment factory target market, with the tagline in the form of easy, fast, and light is expected to increase sales to the maximum. The capital needed to build the company is, as you can see from the presentation, with 80% of the owner's capital and 20% of it from bank loans. And after the feasibility analysis is carried out, the business is feasible and it will become unfeasible if the price of raw material increases more than 7.05% and the product price decreases by more than, as you can see in the presentation. Now I'm going to explain to you about STP or segmenting, targeting, positioning from point segmenting. There is a few points of view from geographies, demographics, psychographics, and behavior. And there is a targeting point, which we can see corporation uses product specialization method because the corporation concentrates by making several products with high benefits and technology that benefits buyer or market. And there is a positioning tool. Here's our marketing mix for the Gazara Corporation from product point. Explain that Lupakan is an additional tool for garment factory that helps to press a snap on clothes. And from the point place, we can see that Gazara Corporation is located in Bandung, Jawa Barat. The promotion that we would like to do is from direct marketing, website, etc. And from the price, we will sell the product with the price 30,000 and 50, 30 and 350,000. I'm sorry. Here is the production planning from our product. We can see that this is the calculation from production planning from our company. Reliability and calculation result on demand forecasting at year 2026 is 7,112 units. Calculation for target sales and production volume can be shown at the table that provided. Here is the calculation for human resource planning of the Gazara Corporation from 2021 until 2023 with 7 job positions that needed. And there is the calculation from 2024 until 2025. The company's decision to meet the needs of human resources in running its business can be seen in the table on the side. There are differences that occur in 2021 until 2023 and 2024 and until 2025 due to change in the organizational structure of the company and the recruitment improvements in meeting the needs of its human resource. Here is the calculation for finance projection of the Gazara Corporation. The financial projection audited by the company can be seen in the table on the side, and can be seen the profits owned by the company in 2021 amounting to, as you can see, and there is a calculation for 2022, 2023 until 2025. Here is the feasibility analysis. To find out the feasibility of this business, an analysis was carried out through NP, PBP, ERR, and BCR. The results show that the business is feasible to be continued because NPV uh, is bigger than 0 in 2025, which is, as you can see in the slide, has an IRR value that's bigger than an ARR, which is 27.58%, and a BCR value is bigger than 1, that is 1.14. It shows that the company's good corporate performance stemming from the cash inflows greater than the cash outflows. Here's the feasibility analysis for the material sensitivity. After knowing the business feasibility, then the business feasibility analysis is carried out again if there is an increase in the price of raw materials. And here take a case study with an increase of 5% and 8%. The result is that business is still viable in if the price of raw materials does not exceed 7.05%. This is the calculation for feasibility analysis for price sensitivity. After knowing the business feasibility, then the feasibility analysis of the business is carried out again and the price is reduced. And here take a case study with an increase of 2% and 3%. The result is that business is still viable if the price of the product does not exceed 2.83%.
Alright, I'm Genta Yusuf Madhani, as what my friend says. So I'm gonna introduce you about the factory relocation. The company has three alternative factory relocation. Alternative A is located in Cimahi, Alternative B is located in Bandung, and Alternative C is located in Kabupaten Bandung, with distance to supplier in the table on this side. So if you can see on the table, from the alternative A to CV Baji Sakti Utama is 2,500 meters, to Grosir Besi Bandung 6,300 meters, and Toko Besi Bandung Juara 10,700 meters. From B to CV Baji Sakti Utama 8,200 meters, to Grosir Besi Bandung 3,400 meters, to Toko Besi Bandung Juara 6,400 meters. From alternative C to CV Baji Sakti Utama 14,400 meters, to Grocer Besi Bandung 4,900 meters, to Toko Besi Bandung Juara 5,800 meters. The address from alternative A is on Jalan Kebun Kopi 202, Ciberem, Kecamatan Cimahi Selatan, Kota Cimahi, Jawa Barat. And the alternative B is at Bandung, which address is Jalan Nasional 3, Cisereh, Kecamatan Rogo, Kota Bandung, Jawa Barat, or we can say it's Soekarno-Hatta Street. And from the alternative C is at Jalan Ciganitri number 12, Cipagalo, Kecamatan Bojong Soang, Kabupaten Bandung. Alright, after the distance and some other ratings, we do the calculation through factor rating. And conducted on previous analysis, it is known that the location of Bandung was chosen because it has the largest value of 78.5. As what you can see here, the factors is UMK, or minimum wage on the areas, land cost, land availability area, distance between Baja Sakti Utama to Gazara Corporation, Grocer Besi Bandung to Gazara Corporation, Toko Besi Bandung to Gazara Corporation, human resource quality, and risk for unwarrantable accidents, transportation access, and worker availability. We calculate the production with routing sheet. Routing sheet is useful for counting the number of machines needed and the number of parts that must be prepared to obtain the desired number of products. As what you can see here, we want the products to be 30 products at a day. So if we want 30 products a day, we need to produce uh, on operation 1, we need to produce 33 pieces and operation 2 33 pieces, operation 3 33 pieces, and so below. Here we can conduct that how many machines that we need. As what you can see, for meja ukur 1, there's only one facility. For meja pemotongan 1, one, pencetakan area 1, one, and so below. And the total facility that we use is 11 facilities. So we count. We use manual forklift as a material handling equipment, and before this we have count how long and how many times that the MHE do the travels through workstation to each other workstation, and on this table we can conduct that how many frequencies that material handling equipment do the travels between one facilities to another facilities. As what you can see here, from facilities A to B, it's only one frequency, and total maximum unit load is 31. It's the chosen unit load. Capacity on the MH is 120 kilogram. Okay, next. This is the material handling equipment that we use. It's the manual forklift. It's non-electricity and non-gas. It uses kinetics to uplift the materials and downlift the materials. You can find on YouTube for a reference about how this material handling equipment works. Alright, next we calculate using from to chart. From to chart, the reason for using the FTC is to see in more detail between these departments the cost of delivery to one department or another department. As can be seen also that the total cost used by MHE is 206,796.3 rupiah. This is the layout after ARC. This is the initial layout before we optimize the layout using WinKSB. From WinKSB, we can obtain an optimal layout that minimize the cost that we provide to use MHE to traverse around the department. As what you can see, facilities A is for meja ukur 1, facilities B is for meja pemotongan 1, which total length 6 meter and total width 5 meter. We can count it from here. It's 4 meter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how we make the layout. With total area that we need to make this factory is 509 meters square. This is the final layout. The final layout here is obtained from the result of the analysis using the WinKSB program with consideration of the data entered in the form of UFD and the coordinates of the previous layout, which of the previous layout is what I mentioned on the previous slide, that it's initial layout after ARC. The input here, the coordinates that I have shown you, it's 1, 6, and 1, 7. That's the coordinate for facilities A. So we input it to WinKSB, and WinKSB will show you an optimized layout which reduce the cost of material handling equipment. That's why we need UFD to be inputted to WinKSB. Well, thank you for your views. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.